Welcome into JambarTV. I'm Kelsey Norris alongside Monica Kurjan, and today we are bringing you the latest updates in YSU news, arts, and sports. What's up first, Monica?
So we're going to be taking a look at the new location for the Summer Festival of the Arts, and we're also going to be taking a look at the baseball team who has been off to such a great start at home.
We'll also sit down with some of our social work students about their experience, and there's a hidden secret inside of Ward Beecher, so stay tuned.
Welcome to JambarTV. This is your student news.
Betty Jo Licata, the Dean of the Williamson College of Business Administration, announced her retirement on Wednesday. She has been with Youngstown State University since 1995. She plans to retire December 31st, 2021, after the end of the upcoming fall semester. The provost will begin searching for a new dean this spring. YSU has not yet announced any candidates. Accomplishments during Licata's time as dean include the new WCBA building and establishing the Center for Nonprofit Leadership and the Entrepreneurship Center. For further updates, check out thejambar.com.
Over the past year, Youngstown State University received several grants for coronavirus relief. The amount received from the Higher Education Emergency Relief Fund totaled over $10 million. YSU was required to spend half of that amount, over $5 million, in direct relief grants for students. Over 3,000 students were eligible. The other half of the HEERF grant was used by the university for coronavirus-related expenses. These included devices for remote learning, sanitation, and personal protective equipment.
The STEM department might have one of YSU's best-kept secrets. In Ward Beecher Hall, there's a subcritical nuclear reactor used to teach students about reactor design. Jambar reporter Yusuf Hamza has more.
I'm here at Ward Beecher Hall at YSU's Nuclear Reactor. Behind me we have the reactor vessel, which contains the natural uranium fuel rods for the subcritical reactor.
The reactor was first used in 1962 to supplement YSU's then nuclear engineering minor. The reactor has a history of being used sporadically, especially since that minor was dropped many years ago. Greg Sturz, acting chair of the physics department, says it's a valuable teaching tool.
So there are characteristics of a reactor when it's operating that you can duplicate in this reactor. Not it can't go critical and operate by itself, but you can put a source of neutrons in the center of it, and then the subsequent neutrons that are generated with collisions are very similar to what happens in a real reactor, and you can study that, so you learn the techniques of measuring the radiation and how a reactor works.
YSU is one of only 2 colleges in Ohio where these experiments can be done. Sturz says that the reactor can be set up any time for an experiment. All that needs to be done is to fill it with water, place the test samples around the reactor, and place the neutron source in the center. Keeping the reactor secure is important. Tim Storanek, who is the university's radiation safety officer, is in charge of making sure the facilities are safe and secure.
And I'm in that room constantly. Like I said, I take this meter or another meter, and I just periodically go around and make sure we're okay. Monitor our exposure.
The reactor and other radioactive materials are behind several layers of security and are monitored by Tim Storanek and YSU PD.
Somebody gives you a lawnmower but doesn't give you any gas. That's what we got. We got the lawnmower sitting there with no gas, no possibility of gas.
I'm Yusuf Hamza, and this is JambarTV.
This weekend, laptops will light up YSU as it holds the 7th annual Hack YSU competition virtually. Teams will compete starting tonight at 6 p.m. until Saturday at 8 p.m. Students of all majors can participate. Additional rules and requirements for the event are available at hackYSU.com.
It's very freeform, and it's an event that you have to really experience to fully appreciate, I think. And so I would encourage anyone who had even a passing interest of just checking it out, seeing what it's all about, and you're under no obligation to make it to the finish line.
The International Programs Office expects all study abroad programs to return to normal in spring 2022. For now, students study abroad virtually through different courses from international universities. YSU Associate Provost for International Initiatives, Nathan Myers, currently counsels students for that spring semester.
If a student wanted to study overseas in spring 2022, I would really recommend that they apply for that program. We nominate them in August, even, or September.
For more information, contact Nathan Myers or check YSU's International Programs Office webpage for informational meetings every Friday at noon.
Last weekend, members of YSU Greek Life participated in its annual Street Cleanup Day. The event was organized by sophomore biology student Galina Lapahovsky. The team started cleaning highway ramps and entrances to campus after strapping on yellow vests. Other students upcycled some old t-shirts and made them into dog toys. For more information about Greek Life service work, visit their website.
Some artists take to the canvas to express their creativity, but these YSU students are taking their art skin deep. Jambar reporter Kelsey Norris has more.
Youngstown State University student Dylan Hawk is a junior digital arts major pursuing her dream of becoming a tattoo artist. She's an apprentice at DC4L Tattoo Shop located in Warren, Ohio. She's been encouraged to follow her passion to become an artist from a young age.
My dad is an art teacher, my mom has been interior design, so I've always been encouraged and pushed to pursue art.
She hopes that making art can be a full-time career after graduation.
I always like to live by the philosophy that I want to make something original, so I always try to give my clients something that's original to them. All of my art teachings have definitely filtered into tattooing.
Amelia Fisher, a sophomore criminal justice major, has also been an apprentice at Industrial Strength Tattoo in Youngstown for a few months. She's not sure where tattooing will take her quite yet.
I was like, how cool would it be to work at a tattoo shop? I was looking for a job anyways. I was actually just hoping to get like a desk job, but I happen to doodle. I'm pretty good at drawing, so I went in. I asked for an apprenticeship or a desk job, and he's like, actually, we're looking for an apprentice, so would you like to give it a shot? And I've been there ever since and loving every second of it. I'm just kind of like taking my time. I'm slowly falling in love with tattooing, so who knows, I might end up going that path.
At YSU, social work students can gain experience by joining the University Partnership Child Welfare Training Program. The opportunity gives students the chance to see what child welfare jobs are like and trains them for the future. Students receive mentorship and can apply for grants as well as full-time employment opportunities.
Because all of our goal is to develop a workforce, a fast track workforce that will enable students, once they graduate, to already have somewhat of a foundation upon which they would be able to do their job.
On Tuesday, over 800 YSU students, faculty, staff, and families received their first dose of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. The clinic was held in Beagley Center in partnership with the Youngstown City Health District. Nursing students volunteered to administer vaccinations. All participants were automatically scheduled to receive their second dose of the vaccine April 27th. YSU's second clinic on April 6th is fully booked, but the university is considering adding more dates. Next, Thomas Kushner brings us YSU's latest COVID-19
Youngstown State University reported 9 new cases of COVID-19 for the week of March 21st. All 9 cases come from students who live in off-campus housing. This is considered a spike in cases since the university reported just 2 last week. The university tested 66 students, faculty, and staff through its on-campus voluntary surveillance testing program. 2 participants tested positive. Next week, YSU will administer over 800 doses of the vaccine at an on-campus vaccination clinic on April 6th. The university hopes to add additional dates for a vaccine clinic following the popularity of the first 2. Up next, Abigail Cloutier speaks with President Tressel about the return of in-person graduation for the first time since 2019. I'm Thomas Kushner. Stay safe and stay tuned.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex and I'm Y and proud.
Hey kid, you wanna try some exercise?
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah, man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Abigail Clute here with our very own President Jim Tressel to talk about commencement. So President Tressel, what went into the decision to have an in-person graduation ceremony for the first time since 2019?
Well, Abigail, about a year ago when we were just in the midst of the beginning of this adjustment we had to make with going remote and so forth, we had kind of set as a goal to have an August commencement for the class of 2020. As time went on, that didn't become possible, and then December became such that we couldn't do it. And so when the new year began and the cases started to go down, we started getting vaccinated, we're progressing. We're not there yet, and I don't want any of the viewers to think that we've arrived, because we haven't. But if we keep going at the rate we're going, we felt as if a commencement with social distancing. Right now we're allowed, I think, 30% in the stadium if it's an outside situation. And so by Friday evening, I guess it's the 7th? Yeah, Friday the 7th, we'll get to bring back all those 2020 people that want to come from May of 2020 or December of 2020. And we will be able to spread them out on the field. They'll be able to walk across. Haven't heard yet exactly if we're allowed to hand them their diploma or stuff. We're still waiting to see how things will look in May. Then the next day, on Saturday, we'll be able to break the class of 2021 in half. And so we're allowed between 5,000 and 6,000 fans in the stands, spread out. We'll have the 800 or 900 students on the field, all spread out. We'll have the Jumbotron going. I got a few notes from Jackie Levisser, who's really the key to this whole thing coming together. Dr. Ron Shackley will be our speaker on Friday night, and Dr. Shackley is just retiring after, 40 years here at YSU, and he was our Honors College director and so forth. So he's going to speak on the Friday night for the class of 2020, and we've already had 300 of the class of 2020 RSVP that they're going to be here. So we probably can only fit about 800. So, our guesses are we'll be pretty good there. And then Saturday morning, our speaker will be Harold Danko, and he's a graduate and a very outstanding American jazz pianist. And he's going to come with the Williamson College of Business, the Cliff College of Creative Arts, and the STEM College will graduate Saturday morning. And then Saturday afternoon are HHS and B Classy colleges. And the speakers will be Kristen Fox, who's a graduate. You may have seen her on the news. She had health issues and she's fought through, and she's an assistant principal at Camel Memorial. And Kennedy Romeo, who's a senior B Classy student. And we've had nearly 1,300 students RSVP for Saturday, May 8th, so we're excited.
That's great. Yeah, we're definitely really excited too, and we're glad that we're bringing all of those graduates back to experience commencement. Up next, Douglas Campbell. Up next, Gabrielle Owens will bring us our arts and entertainment news. Thank you.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex and I'm Y and proud.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud. You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa and I'm Y and proud.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Gabrielle Owens. YSU is gearing up to host the 23rd Annual Summer Festival of the Arts. For the first time ever, the event will not be on campus. Zach Mosca has more.
The 23rd Annual Summer Festival of the Arts will take place at Ween Park on July 17th and 18th. It will feature many local talents from visual artists to performing artists, as well as organizations such as the Butler Institute of American Art. YSU Director of Community Engagement and Events, Lori Factor, says the move is a collaborative effort in an attempt to engage with the community.
It helps people to learn a little bit more about all of the things that are going on in the city, and so it allows us to grow in a different way and utilize the amphitheater.
YSU alumnus Bob Barco Jr. participated in this event since its creation. He believes attendance can only increase with the change of venue.
I don't think that you can help but increase the visibility, being that you're going to be right there off the two bridges going into downtown. I mean, folks may stop by just for the fact that they look down and they see all the tents and hear the music and smell the food and all that good stuff.
Zach Mosca, JambarTV.
Last weekend, Austintown's Wedgwood Ramp Skate Park hosted Youngstown Kicks and Thrifts. Jambar reporter Joseph Chapman spoke with several local business owners, including Vintage of 330.
David Meadows and Michael Jones, the owners of Vintage of 330 and organizers of the event, spoke about how they dreamt it into existence.
And it kind of came about because, like, other bigger cities have a sneaker con, a complex con, a thrift con, but like our little town doesn't have any of it. So it's just like
it's not even as little. It's not even as little as people say. Like obviously you've been here, and it was a pretty packed day. You know what I mean? So it showed some potential that Youngstown had. You know what I mean? So we're happy to see people come out like this and leave with a smile.
Tristan Kendall, owner of Meraki Vintage Shop, talked about how different selling in person is compared to his usual all-online business.
Oh, it's completely different. You know, it's hard when you're selling online. Your prices have to be a little higher with shipping and stuff. So I was able to give the deals, sell some stuff at some reasonable prices, which it made it easier for my business. I got my name out there, gave some business cards, and everything was great.
Canyon Cabrera, co-owner of Keystone Clothing, spoke about the success of the event.
So we actually do the event in Pittsburgh called Pittsburgh Pickers. We've been doing that for 2 years now out of the 3 years it's been going. And that's what we usually like do is bring out the fill a bag, and people just love it because you can get good deals. But today's been great. Just been nonstop business pretty much, just meeting people, networking with people.
YSU's Quill, a group within the Creative Writing Workshop, allows students to create any type of creative writing. Member Michaela Rockwell explains how the group motivates and inspires each other.
Quill is a creative writing workshop where every week we exchange pieces with each other, and that's any sort of creative writing. We've had short stories and poetry, but we've also had YouTube videos, songs and song lyrics, comics, anything creative really. And we give each other feedback on how to improve our works, how to improve our writing in general.
Savannah Allen is more than just a student here at YSU. She also happens to be a published author. Aileen Blaine takes a closer look.
Freshman Savannah Allen juggles her chemical engineering coursework and passion for writing. She published her first novel, titled 106 Days Before, when she was just 16 years old. She's published 2 more books since then, both poetry anthologies.
I like my inspiration. It doesn't come from just one thing. It comes from I could hear a lyric in a song and relate to that. I follow a lot of quote pages on Instagram, and I get a lot of ideas from quotes.
Allen suggests anyone considering writing and publishing a book to go for it, even though it isn't easy.
A feeling of accomplishment once you're done, and you get to do things like this, do interviews and inspire other young writers or older writers, anybody to kind of pursue their passions.
I'm Aileen Blaine, reporting for JambarTV.
After the break, Ben Lulai and Kyle Wills will have the latest in YSU sports.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State, and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex, and I'm Y and proud.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud. You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University, and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa, and I'm Y and proud.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Kyle Wills alongside Ben Lulai. The YSU football game against the University of North Dakota State was rescheduled because of a positive COVID-19 test and contact tracing. Jordan Boitnott has more on the team's week off.
YSU football used their unexpected week off to rest up and change their focus towards Western Illinois.
It's definitely different. I mean, we practiced the whole week. We were focused on North Dakota, obviously, which it was kind of a bummer not to get to play then on Saturday. But I mean, Coach gave us a couple days off, kind of get our bodies right, and then came in yesterday, focused, flipped the switch, focused on Western Illinois coming up. So had a good couple of days of practice. I mean, same routine, just had a little bit extra rest for our bodies.
While being 0-5, Western Illinois is still a threat since they have the #1 passing offense in the conference.
I mean, they're the #1 passing team in the league. That's what jumps out. You know, they haven't been fortunate enough to finish a football game, and win a football game, but statistically, they're #1 in passing. So they're going to throw the football around. We got to be ready for that. They've been successful. They've been in games in the third and fourth quarter, and just like us, we won game, we learned to finish it, and that was the South Dakota game. So I think they're still in that process, just like us, on trying to finish those games. But their quarterback, I think, threw for 40 completions out of 58. His last football game. So we got to be ready to defend the pass.
YSU baseball continued their success at home this season following a 3-1 series win over Wright State. Kyle Wills has more.
The baseball team took 3 of 4 in this past weekend series against Wright State. The men started the series with a 12-10 win on Friday. On Saturday, the team split the doubleheader, winning Game 1 by a score of 4-0 and losing Game 2 20-8. On Sunday, the team secured the series win with an 11-10 comeback victory, their first series win against the Raiders since 2015.
After we played Wright State the first time, we had to make some adjustments to our plan and just the way we trained. And I thought our players responded really well. We were much better with 2 strikes. We didn't chase out of the strike zone, and we wanted to make it really difficult on the pitchers from Wright State. And I thought our guys did a great job with that. It was a big series for us. As far as the Horizon League is concerned, we're trying to compete to win the Horizon League regular season. And I thought that it showed a lot of toughness from our group, because they really outplayed us the last time when we were at their place, and we have a lot of respect for their program and know what they've done in the past. And for us to just play, I thought that was the biggest thing for us, was just play hard and play tough.
When senior basketball player Naz Bohannon isn't hitting the books or helping the team's basketball team secure a victory, he's running his own small business. In October 2019, Bohannon began the work to launch his own company, Majestic Styles.
I would just say that it's a brand that can help exemplify who you want to be in life. Just in doing so, we say be a king or be a queen, and it's just to feel confident in anything and everything it is that you're doing. Just always wear your crown. Don't ever get too down. Keep your head up and keep pushing through everything it is that you want to.
Check out Majestic Styles' 4-part spring collection dropping over the next several weeks. The first part is out now.
Final Four begins this weekend, and with it, we revisit the last time our very own women's basketball team headed to the NCAA tournament. The team made it to the tournament 3 times in the 90s, in 1997, 96, and most recently in 99. The Penguins swept Southern Utah in the Mid-Continent Conference tournament to mark the 3rd time the women's team made it to the NCAA tournament in 5 seasons. The Gwins gained all 3 tickets to the dance under head coach Ed DeGregorio. The team was the number 15 seed and faced Penn State in the first round, an exact rematch of the 1996 loss. They fought hard, but lost to the Nittany Lions 83-63. Under coach Ed DeGregorio's leadership, they set an NCAA East Region record with 12 three-pointers in a game. We look forward to what next year holds for the Penguins.
That'll wrap it up for JambarTV. Make sure to grab this week's paper for all the stories and more covered in today's episode. And until next time, stay safe, Penguins.
Support for Jambar TV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F.